Welcome, everybody, to our Monday Women's Empowering Woman meeting. And this is a great day because, like I was telling Samantha, our new guest today, that Monday is the day to start the week right. So today I am in Toronto. Judy, you are in?
I am in Tyler, Texas.
And Kuwaiter and Samantha, you are in?
We are in Toronto.
Toronto. Okay, perfect. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is a little bit about this meeting. This is the first time we're recording it, and the reason is because I am hoping that we can have our guest speaker today from Nigeria. And sometimes, communication problems or things like that may happen, so we may not have her, but I'm still going to record it. We don't normally record the Monday meetings. They're very private. We keep them in a very private mode. And so we don't record them. We just talk a lot about, we become very free to talk in these meetings about what is working, what is not, how we are feeling. And we have had even some women start crying in our meetings. And that's what it's about, because we can't do the same type of meetings when there's men, because we are empowered and we want to be just as tough as them. And sometimes we feel that we need to have this face and this power mask when we're with them. And so this is why we created the Woman Empowering Woman meetings on Mondays, which do tend to be a little different. And you'll see that, Samantha, when you get a chance to be in the more private one. So today it's going to look more like a seminar kind of meeting, a little more different than what you would see in the other Mondays. So I'll start with my topic, and so I'll tell you first what Woman Empowering Woman is. We are creating a movement of women, and we started this back in March. Our amazing leader, Platinum International, Gabriela Daughtry, and I had an opportunity to talk for many, many hours about how a lot of the women needed just some more support, encouragement, and just sometimes a pat in the back or you can do it. But it means a lot to us. So encouraging words means a lot to women. And a lot of the time, as I was saying before, we try to play the space where we try to play the game just like men do. But we already know that women carry a lot more tasks throughout the day that they do. They go to work and they work super hard. But we have other things that it's been changing in the world, but most of the time the women take care of the parents, the parents-in-law, the children, the cooking, and 5, 6, 7 other things. And so when they start a business from home, it's really the last thing they leave so little time for it, and they end up beating themselves about not having the success they wanted, not having the results that they were striving for, and they don't understand it, and then they blame themselves. They say, I am not good enough, I should have never started, and now you start hearing these voices of, you're not good enough, and this wasn't for you, why did you even try it, and then keep failing and failing. And at the same time, not making the money that you needed, that extra income that could be $100 a month, or it could be $500 a month, or it could be $5,000 a month. I don't know that. But whatever you set your mind, you're now saying to yourself, I can't do this. And so we created also the Why Not You, because Gabriela Daughtry, who again, not only is a platinum, but is also a woman and a mom of 5 kids and a wife, and a daughter, and needs to keep everything together. She can't be with us today because she's taken her youngest son, Ryan, to the doctor. So that's just proof, she has the success, has the money, and she still has to do all the things. It doesn't matter how much money you have and how much success you have, you're still a mom. And so that's what these meetings were meant for. Judy, I met a few months after, and we thought Judy is perfect for this program and this thing that we want to create and start. But Judy was the representation of just beauty and grace and knowledge. And we talked with Gabriela, and we said, wow, we can have this beautiful senior woman who at her age, we all want to look like her, who has a powerful story. And again, not only one, she has a story of weight loss and depression and all these things that women go through. And she also has a story of, feeling that she didn't have the power in her household, or with, man in her life. And so one day she will tell us in a private, or maybe in a live view, all these stories that all women have. But as you see her, this is her. She's smiling. She looks beautiful. She has a wonderful partner now in her life, and she's starting to run this business and understanding that it needs to be run and run in a certain way. So that's the magnificent trio, and we have guest speakers, and so it really is a movement where we are all part of this. We're the ones that kind of lead it, so somebody can be here at the meeting when it starts, but we all speak, we all talk, we all share, we all give tips, and so it's all of us. It's a meeting for all of us. All we do is run the video. And so that's that. So I'm going to let Judy talk a little bit, and then I'll start with my topic.
Thank you so much, Claudia. Well, I want to say that Claudia has been in network marketing for a number of years, and she is a wealth of knowledge for those of us who haven't been. I didn't know step one about network marketing. It's a different concept, but it's the world we live in, y'all. We live in a digital world, and network marketing had kind of a bad rap for a while. Because people would go door to door and they would feel like they were intruding on others, and so it would make them feel uncomfortable to get into the business. But right now we are in such a unique, wonderful place as far as our world is concerned, because we have social media that we can communicate with people that actually want to hear what we have to say, and we can learn to make contacts, and people either want to hear the information or they don't. Your only job is to get out there and offer the information to them. You can tell them the truth that as you've studied and learned. That's one of the things that we really have to do, is to study, put our time in learning our products, learning our compensation plan in our company. And once you learn those things, it's easy to tell people about it. They're either interested or they're not. And if they're not, go on to the next person, because you have to. Claudia put out a challenge to us at one time to get 100 no's. If you can get 100 no's, someone said, by the time you get 100 no's, you'll be a very wealthy person. It's really hard, though, to get into the mindset of, I can listen to somebody tell me no and not be offended by it. There's a book that we've all been reading called The 4 Agreements that tells you not to take anything personally, because the way people respond to you isn't about you, it's about them. And you have to just kind of always keep remembering that. And once you get that into your head, because what Claudia was saying earlier about, we all have these negative thoughts that come into our mind that have been there since we've been a little bitty child. They just keep telling us negative things about us. And you have to learn as an adult to push those negative things out of your mind, keep thinking positive thoughts, put out to the universe the things that you really want and desire in your life. And it's the law of attraction. They'll come to you. You just have to be willing to put in the effort to stay positive, to put things that you really want out there, and they'll come to you. And we have guests. Our guest today, has she arrived yet, Claudia? You're on mute. You're muted, so I don't know I can't hear you. Okay. Our guest today, I hope she is able to come, because she lives in Kenya, Africa, and she is in Africa, and she is an amazing woman. She's beautiful and brilliant, and I just can't wait for you to meet her. So I hope she's able to arrive and visit with us, because she has such an amazing story to tell us. And
she has the time. She might not be able, because she said I will be connected in an hour time, which is around 8 p.m. Kenya. So she had the time wrong. maybe I don't know if I sent them wrong the time. 1 second. Okay, so we'll continue the meeting because I thought we had the times. She said that will be 8 p.m. our time. So I think she did maybe daylight saving time confused her for some reason.
I was worried about that.
Yeah, it's 7:13 now, and she thought it was at 8, and so our daylight saving time. Okay, so okay, Judy, you're doing a great job. Let me just mute, and I'm going to leave her a.
Okay. Well, I hope that she's able to join us, but if she isn't, I want to just kind of tell you a little bit about her because hopefully she'll be able to come on and with us at some other time if she isn't able to come today. She is a lovely, lovely young woman who is so smart and has so much drive. All she did was say to herself, I'm going to do this. And she said, my goal is to become an international diamond. And she put herself to work, and I believe that within a year's time, am I right with that about that, Claudia? Within a year's time, she became an international diamond, and international diamonds make a considerable amount of money. And she did this in a country that is not affluent. They don't have the benefits that we have in our countries, she just put her mind to it. She started traveling. She went from city to city and met in small groups. And she's now an international diamond. And she was able to do it in a very short period of time. So it just goes to show you that all it takes is time and the positivity in your own mind to set your goal and go for it.
Oh, okay. So she's definitely at a different time. I think our daylight. Oh no, she says, let me log in now for 20 minutes and then start my journey. She's great.
Good.
Okay. She will join and then she will tell us also what she's doing. This is great. Okay, great. And we also have another of our successful women coming in, but she said her code wasn't working. And this is Irene. So that was going to be my backup as a speaker in case Jacinta wasn't going to make it. But now Jacinta will make it. Irene is also a very successful leader in Florida. So since I was recording it, I wasn't going to waste the opportunity of having one of our great successes. Okay, there's Irene.
There's Irene.
Hi, Irene.
Hi, Irene.
Let me see if she can connect. Can you hear us? Irene?
I don't think she can hear us.
Okay. Can you hear us? Irene? She's looking for sound. Anyway, there she is. I can, Irene. Oh, but she put the mute. Hi, Irene. I was just saying that Jacinta, she doesn't have daylight saving time, so she thought it was 1 hour later, but she's trying to log in now to still do her presentation for us. And then she's going to drive to Nairobi for 3 hours. So if not, she was going to be my backup speaker. But now we got Jacinta. So I'm going to talk to you about the topic of today while Jacinta comes in. As soon as she comes in, I'm going to go into her presentation. And so there she is. Okay. Oh no, this is Norma. Hi, Norma. Welcome. Norma, can you hear us? Norma? I just want to make sure there is sound. So the topic for today is, just talking a little bit about Jacinta's success. She actually was able to do this in less than a year. She'll give us the full details in a second. And so the question is why some people make it and why some don't. And so why some women are successful in network marketing and why some are not. And a lot of people have tried at least once in their life to do a network marketing company, and they have probably failed, or it's never failed. And this is what I want to teach you guys today. It's never failure because it's always education. Most of the successful men and women in network marketing have been in at least 3 network marketing companies. You really cannot expect to succeed in the first shot. Like, it's not really the logical or the regular thing. Now, if you have, and you're watching this video and you have been successful on your first network marketing company, congratulations. I was a district sales manager, so I was in the field of training people, and I was getting trained to help people build their teams. So I got the secret of how to do this, because many of the teams that we built at my previous company were very successful. And so the secret, it's very small. It's very small. It's called numbers versus skill. So what we always train in, this is numbers versus skill, is that when you start a network marketing company, it's all about numbers, not necessarily skill, because you don't know anything yet. You don't know anything about your company. You don't know anything about network marketing, or if you do know about network marketing, you don't know anything about the new company. And so you are in the process of training and getting your skill. So what it means is, if you have designed to make this a part-time business, you should actually say, I'm going to work 2 or 3 hours a day, because it's a part-time. And so the money that you want to make is directly linked with the money with the time that you invest in your business. It's like getting a part-time job. It's no different. And this is what people actually confuse in network marketing. They want to make money, but they don't put the time into it. Norma, are you hearing us well now? You're good?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. So a lot of people go into the business thinking that they want to make the money, and then they say, I want to make $100 extra a month, or I want to make $1,000 extra a month. So listen again, the money that you want to make in this business is directly congruent with the amount of time that you put into it. So if you want to make $100 and you're putting an hour a day, that makes sense. But if you want to make $1,000 a month and you're putting an hour a day, that doesn't make sense, because it works exactly like a part-time business or a part-time job. It's just that at this time, you are your own boss. So if you want to make $500 a month, you should be putting in 4 hours a day. Yes, a day. But I'll give you a little bit of what you should be doing in those 4 hours. And if you want to make it a full-time income, which is about $5,000 a month, then you have to put 8 hours a day. So that's the secret. You got to work the amount of hours. So it kind of goes like this. You want to work 1 hour a day is 100. You want to work 5 hours a day is 500. You see how easy it is? You want to make $1,000 a day, it's 10 hours a day. So $100 for every hour that you want to work, and that's per day. So versus skill versus numbers. At the beginning of your network marketing or direct selling business, you have to put more hours into what we call prospecting, which means looking for people. It's very simple. That 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day is going to be inviting people to look at the presentation, to look at your compensation plan, to look at your videos. Now, if you're sending a lot of social media things and you're sending a lot of emails, but there's no engagement, that doesn't count as a full hour. It only counts as half an hour. So what really counts is the engagement, when you actually send the person the video and you actually engage back into following up and saying, how did you find the video that I sent you? What was your favorite part about it? Is there anything I can answer? Can I connect you? Is that Jacinta? Not yet. Oh, Norma, where are you calling us from, Norma?
Florida.
Florida. Are you and Irene's team? No.
Yes. Everybody are in the same team.
Yes. Wonderful. Welcome. Okay, sorry that I got distracted. I am like that girl that sees the butterfly fly and then I get excited. So going back to this, number versus skill. So if you're putting in the numbers, if you're putting in the hours and you're saying, okay, I'm understanding what Claudia is saying, and I set up a goal that I want to make $500 a month. So does that mean I need to work 5 hours a day? At the beginning, you may not have 5 hours a day, but what happens is those because it's a power of duplication. So you may start with 1 hour, 2 hours, but don't expect the $500 check. Lower the expectation and say, okay, I'll be happy with 100. And as soon as I get 100, I can actually see how I can duplicate myself. And that's when the power of networking starts. Because I work with Kawinter and Irene is working with Norma. So we're actually duplicating, because our new guest is actually part of a guest that my leader brought. So it actually works with my hours that, for my check that I wrote for myself. So how much money I want to make at the end of the month. So let's say that you have only 2 hours a day. those hours at the beginning of your network marketing career or direct selling career should be spent sending emails and following up, sending a message on text and following up, posting a Facebook post and following up. Because if you're just posting, the 2 hours should actually be about 4 hours. If not, it doesn't count because you're not really engaging. And it is about engagement, which is talking to people. It's a relationship business. It is not a e-blast email business. So a lot of people say, but I work so hard. I work all day on my social media. I just sit there and work and send emails and nothing is happening in my business. It's not going to happen. So the engagement part is where you're going to move into the skill. So a lot of the time is going to be spent in prospecting at the beginning, and the only way to lower that time is as you get the skill. So now we're talking about successful people like Irene and her husband, or we're talking about Dave Daughtry and Jeff Albergers. They don't have to talk a lot, because when they talk, they actually can close the sale or close the opportunity or close the presentation in a shorter period of time, because they have been doing this for 20 years or 10 years or whatever amount of time they have been. So if you are new, and I titled this, I don't know if you ladies saw it, Why Some People Make It and Why Some Don't, and How to Be Happy About It. Now I'm going to give you my personal my personal story. So I was a very successful trainer. I didn't have a team. The team belonged to the company, but I don't have a large team right now, and I've been a couple of years in it. So a lot of people ask me, but how many people do you have? That's Yolanda. Hi, Yolanda. I'm still waiting for Jacinta. Welcome, Yolanda. So how many people do you have? And so my personal story is, I am happy with what I have because it's related to the time that I can put into the business. So I have a 6-year-old. I have to tend for my mom, and I do this business part-time to full-time. So I quit my job to do this business, but it still means I need to do other things to create sources of income, and it keeps and Mateo is a 6-year-old who I actually quit the job for. So what happens is I do use about 4 hours a day, and so right now I'm getting part-time income. So a lot of people say, but you were so successful at your job, you should already have a larger team. I am like, I will have a larger team, but I'm taking it slow because I want to give time for my son. I don't have the 8 hours a day because I left that job that I was putting 8 hours a day on the same activities. So what we used to do in those activities were look for people, invite people, go to the malls, go to the tables, go to the grocery store, go to everywhere and just hand out business cards. Have you heard about this company? Have you heard about this product? Have you heard about this? And we did it, and Cowinder was one of my very, very, very top prospectors. One of the top in the country, actually. And so, but at the same time, she now has a 7-year-old. So for us, because we are in a woman's environment right now in this meeting, it's about being happy with what you have. If you don't have the success that you thought you had, look at the number of hours that you're putting into the business. Because if you're just putting 1 a day or 2 a day and you're making $50 or $100 paycheck, that's what you should be making. And then you're happy with it. And if you're not happy with it, then you got to cut some other activities from the day that are not giving you money and put more time into connecting with people. Connecting means interacting with people, talking to friends. Can I tell you about this amazing company that I'm in right now? There she is. Great.
There she is. Wonderful.
and it brings me to Jacinta. Hi, Jacinta. She made it. Jacinta, it is such an honor to have you. Judy's going to do the presentation. I finished my presentation, which is, what I needed to talk about today. And Judy's going to do an introduction. I know you only have 20 minutes, so that's all we need. We want to hear a little bit about, I sent you the questions, and so I can ask you the questions, or you can tell us a little bit about, because it ties with what I just said at my meeting, which is why some women make it in network marketing and why some don't. And I was telling people that it's a number, it's a number versus skill. is you either talk to a lot of people or you have been in this business long enough that you now have the skill. So Jacinta has been doing some great things. So Judy, you go ahead and introduce our great leader today.
Well, I just wanted to say how honored we are to have you, Jacinta. This beautiful young woman has taken her country, her people in her country, and she has blessed them with the knowledge that she's gained and the opportunity that she has to provide for them to better their lives and increase their health, and by assisting others, assist others. It's a wonderful program, and we are so proud of her accomplishments. When she began, she made the goal setting for herself that she was going to become an international diamond, and within a year's period, actually less than a year's time, she was able to accomplish her goal. And I just want to present her to you from Kenya. We're so proud and honored to have you, and it is late at night there, and we just really thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. All right, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Am I audible? All right. Yes. It's an honor. It's an honor to be part of you all. It's an honor to meet all of you. I'm here with my friend Jennifer, who is also a diamond. So I told her to join me tonight. Normally we have a meeting today. So we just finished our meeting. It is actually 7:30 at night. So we said, let's stop. We talk to you, then now we head back to the city. Back to the question, I began For Life last year in July. And at that time, we just had an election. And of course, you know the way our elections are. So political interference came in. So July, August, I didn't do so much. But then come September, I started building aggressively. So I became a diamond in September. Then last month, February, I made it to presidential. Basically, what helped me move to where I am, number one is the experience I've had. I've done network marketing for 10 years. So basically, it was making use of the experience I've garnered all these years and expanding my network. So what I've done in Kenya is at least each and every town, I've tried to raise a team. So I have business in 7 towns. And every week I go around. First of all, I was going around prospecting. Once I identified the people who were interested, I started now going around grooming them, coaching and training them for them to understand the business. And so far so good. At least now in 3 towns I have diamonds, 3 diamonds, and more diamonds are coming up in each town. So my vision basically is to raise, let me say, presidential diamond in each town. So what I'll be doing is just to reinforce and go and support them. But for now, it is lots of training, products training, and for them to understand what network marketing is and what network marketing can do for them. All right. I was told to talk about why I chose For Life. It's the uniqueness of it, the transfer factor. It's just amazing. For me, I believe in pushing what works for me and what works for everybody. One thing that has made my business be, I would say, a smooth sale is I don't worry about the products. If I give somebody a product to use, I'm so sure they'll come back with a good testimony. So majority join as consumers. After 2 months, 3 months, they call back and they tell me, hey, I know you're making money. Show me how the money is made. So I end up now showing them the marketing plan. But majority of people I'm meeting, I'm signing up, they come in as consumers for general health challenges they have. And it's amazing. Out of 100 people, 97 come back with good news. So that alone has really helped me so much. Because in our country, we have got so many health challenges. You know, cancer is on the rise. We have very good testimonies on cancer, lifestyle diseases, you know, weight is an issue. And the good thing is we have other companies with products, but For Life is standing out. So they keep on asking, so did this company just come now? No, it's because of the awareness. So now we are creating ripples. Everybody is looking at For Life. Everybody wants to try For Life. And I'm so excited about the future. So basically what I do in each town that I have business, I try to organize different events. Month of January, I did Women's Health Talk. That was exclusive health talk, Women's Health Talk. It was the first one. And it was very successful. And it gave me a breakthrough in that town. And I would say that is now my strongest town, followed by, of course, the capital city. And women mainly in that town, you find that in terms of opportunity, they don't have that equal opportunity compared to men. So basically sharing this opportunity that they can use it for good health and also make money, for me and for them, it has really excited them. So majority of people in my network are women, and they're able to provide good health, but most important, get some little income. Because, you know, in our community, men are considered superior to women, you know. So such an opportunity gives that woman who feels that they cannot belong, you know, they cannot make that extra cash like the men we have, for them to see an opportunity to grow and even provide for themselves and the bigger society. So that's why I like this theme of women empowering women. And I tell women, you know what? For Life will change our life. For Life has changed women's life, and we need to lead not only in Kenya but in Africa, as an example. So my main mission, my main aim is to empower as many women. And out of the diamonds I developed, I would say 3 were women, 1 was a man. So I'm so happy about that, because we are on the forefront, working and helping every other person to do that. Where I see myself in 5 years, my goal this year is to hit gold international. My target is to do international diamond, hopefully by God's grace, this month, because I have 3 upcoming strong presidential diamonds. So if I work closely with them, with the activities we are doing, I'm very sure I will hit international diamond. So that's my goal, to do that before I come for the convention. I want to come and take pictures with all of you when I'm international diamond. That's my prayer. Yeah. So ultimately by November, month of November, my goal is to hit gold international, because after I've groomed Kenya, the way I've told you, I'm raising different leaders in each town. So once I have, like, let me say 5 presidential diamond in different towns, I want to start going to other countries in Africa. We have Uganda, our country, neighboring country, Tanzania, Zambia, Malawi, South Africa. It's so wide. So that's where I'm going to get my gold life points. Yeah, so that's my projection. Now to ground Kenya very well, and then now start going international. Already I'm needed international, but I said, let me not be in a hurry. Let's first of all work and ground my business locally very well right now. Yeah. Any other thing I was asked to talk about? Am I leaving out anything? Or let me take any question that you have at this point.
That's very good. So thank you so much, Jacinta. And this is because she needs to do a 3-hour drive. I'm so thankful that you were actually able to jump in. I have International Diamond Anna. I think Irene is actually also international. So we have some great leaders in the call. And so always to have a new international, it's just so inspiring. And, you know, of course, not to take away from the credit of powerful women like Anna Salinas, who, wow, she inspires me. And Irene, I don't know enough yet. But anyway, so Floor or Kuwinder with our new prospect, Norma, Irene, Yolanda, welcome. And do you have any questions for Jacinta before she starts heading to her drive back home?
Jacinta, you did a very good job. Like, you inspire us like a lot from that corner today. Lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I do have a question. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Yolanda.
It was a pleasure meeting you. What was the first 3 things that you did when you started the business to get the results that you're getting now? What are the first two things, or even easier, what are three things that you do to get your results or to get results?
Can you repeat the question again? It wasn't very clear.
I will do it because I think hers is a little.
Okay.
So can you please tell us 2 or 3 things that you did or that you want to give out that helped you reach the success that you have? So what are the first 3 things that people should start doing in their business?
When you very first started.
Okay. What I did was to recruit massively, especially on the direct people. So I have about 35 directs. Out of 35, I've identified 10 different legs that now wants to grow the business. And the way I said,
ella tiene 35 frontales y 10 patas.
She's translating. That's why you hear a double voice. I think it's Flor. Flor, can you mute your
I am trying, Mama. I am trying. It's my first time on this
Thank
thing.
you, Flor.
And I don't know if you see that I have covered, and all you see is red on mine because
That's okay. That's okay.
I don't want to miss anything. I'll keep my mouth shut.
No, it's okay because you're translating. So she actually did say, she didn't say 35 because I heard you in your Spanish. She actually said she massively recruited about 85 frontline. And out of those 85, she identified 10 powerful people that she would start working with. So I'm just going to stop there to ask her a question because it links to the topic. And that's why I started with the topic. Jacinta didn't hear me about this is a number versus skill game. There's no secret in network marketing. And so what I want to know is to recruit the 85 people, how many hours do you actually spend pretty much a day, and how many people did you talk to? So how many hundreds of people did you talk to within the first few months? Because this is what sometimes people don't understand about network marketing, that 10 people a month is not going to cut it. So let's give us some numbers because I know what you had to do to get there.
All right. Yeah. So I recruited in a month. The month I joined, I recruited about 35 directs.
35 or 85?
So 35.
35.
Yes.
How many people did you talk to before you got the 35?
Basically, I'm looking at 3 to 10 on a daily basis because at times I'll do group meetings. So that means I'm talking to 3 to 5 in a sitting. At times I'll do one-to-one. So on an average, I would be talking to minimum 10 people per day. 10 people per day. That is what I am doing minus the supports I'm giving the team. Yeah.
So
and then after that, now I started working with those who are interested and helping them to duplicate basically what I was doing. Very important again, what I did, of course, the basic skills we teach people in network marketing. Write down everybody you know, and I get my contacts from all walks. At times people you know, at times people you don't know. Majority are cold markets. I don't know them, but they keep on asking, hey, so what are you using? What can help me in 1, 2, 3? And a lot of referrals I get. If I give you a product, it works for you. In a day, I get 2, 3 referrals. So that has also increased the number of people I reach out to use the products. Yeah.
And the other thing, and I'm sorry that we lost Anna. Oh no, there's Flor. Flor, she figured it out. Good. I thought I had lost her. The other thing with the referrals is very important. As you see, she's saying she's getting 3 referrals. So even if people are saying no, which was what Judy was telling us at the beginning, it's okay if they say no. You can't take it personally, but do you know somebody that I could tell this product and this company about? And so that's really where you actually start adding up the numbers. And when did you get that first diamond? How did you get the first diamond?
Oh, she's here next to me. Her name is Jennifer. She did diamond in a record of 13 days.
Wow. Why don't we let her,
Yeah.
What is her name? Why don't we give her some honor and let her talk for a minute?
Oh, yes, she can. Actually, she broke my record. I did diamond in 21 days, as she did in 13 days.
13 days.
Oh my goodness.
13 days to make diamond. That's incredible. So can you tell us a little bit about how you did that record? I don't know. I have never met anybody. Anna, do you know anybody that has done it in less than 13 days? Irene, do you know anybody? Okay, you may be the world record.
No, I don't. Actually, that's record breaking. Yes.
We had somebody who did it.
So she was my first diamond. Let us see a little bit how we did it.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Basically what I did, I looked for consumers. People who are using the products. And here Jacinta was helping me to present to them because I didn't know anything about For Life. So what I did, I talked to the first people I knew, my friends. And also I was talking to them and most of them were coming into the company with buying more than 100 LPs.
In Kenya, we don't talk about 100 LP. We recommend products. Even if products will reach 300 LP, 500 LP, that's what they buy. So we are not restricted to 100 LP. So that has also really helped our business to grow. Yeah, so we know 100 LP is the benchmark, but we are not limited to that. So we recommend what they need.
So basically that's what I did.
Yeah.
I got a lot of support from her. And that's how it is. I moved to diamond without knowing there was a diamond.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Great.
I have a question.
Yes.
Hold on, let me turn my video. Hey, Jacinta, congratulations. I'm just so proud.
Thank you so much.
So proud of you. You know, we women are standing out, and I'm just so happy that it's you, and it's hey, it's in Kenya. You know, it's now that you're talking about you're increasing. You're not only doing 100 points. You tell people to do more, and we here in the United States think that maybe in Africa or those places it's really hard to do it. Even we think here in the United States that 500 points is a lot, and it's not. And you're telling me Kenya is doing more than 100 points. That is awesome. And I congratulate you, for doing that. You're teaching us a lot. Ladies, this is a great testimony for you guys to go out there and tell people that 100 point really just consume the product, don't even care about doing the business, because if people in Africa are doing this,
Actually, I'm from a network.
What?
I'm from a network where our monthly target was equivalent to 600 points. So when I moved to For Life and I was being told to do 100 points, that was like a walkover. You get. The previous network, our monthly target was equivalent to 600 LP. So 100 LP for me is, I would say, a walkover. So that's
easy.
That's why I don't want to teach the team to do 100, but to maintain the bar.
So is this your first network marketing business, or have you?
I've done network marketing for 10 years.
Okay. So you have, but that is awesome. Now you know that For Life it's easy, and you've built this. It's just such a great testimony. Ladies, just take this and testimony, and hey, just take a picture right now of your phone and show Jacinta, look, this lady did it. Why not you? Wait, I'm gonna take a screenshot right now. Hold on. Smile.
Smile,
I just got it.
Okay, I'm recording this one as well, so you guys can share it afterwards. I'm gonna put it on a YouTube, and then it's gonna be shareable. Okay.
Okay. Well, congratulate you. I don't know if you're coming for a convention, but if you are, I'd love to meet you and see you over here. But I'm so happy, and hey, I'm learning from you right now. See, ladies, you have to take transfer factor to the world. Get customers, and from those customers, people are just gonna love the product and just sign up. That's it. Just keep talking. So thank you so much.
Claudia,
The
Samantha
product
has a
works.
question.
Kawinder, you have a question?
Yeah, Samantha have a question. She's gonna ask.
Go
Okay,
ahead, Samantha.
Okay, first of all, let me congratulate Jacinta and friend that on her achievement. That's incredible. And someone who is trying to establish interest and perhaps, and I think more than likely get involved in what you're doing. I don't have experience in actual marketing, and I'd like to know.
Cuando le yo estaba la suerte que nada más le enseñé la carita.
Hello?
You can continue. She's asking something on Spanish. Yeah, continue.
It's okay. I'm
yes.
sorry. It's because Flor has not been able to figure out how to mute her microphone. It's her first meeting. So just continue on. Don't worry. Oh, there. She muted it. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Samantha. Keep going.
I wanted to know what advice, how can she encourage someone who does not have experience in marketing to proceed? I'm very much interested in the whole idea of women empowering women, and I do not have the skill. I have the potential in terms of selling a product, but so I'd like to know what advice she can get to someone who's inexperienced, and how do you?
You have a question. If I put in short, she's not any experience in networking. She's in the nursing field. She has any comment or give her a scale? Do you need any scale to do these kind of businesses?
She's a prospect, Jacinta. Kawinder just invited her. So she's actually our newest potential new leader and new Gold International, because she hasn't even, this is her first meeting. So she wants to ask for somebody that has the will, but not the skill. How do you do it?
Most people, I'm actually getting to the team. I have the skill myself, but majority of the people joining, they don't have the skill. So what I encourage is, number one, you must use the products. So everybody who joins my team, I don't tell them, don't buy to take to a client. Before you give the client, you must tell me what you do. You can even start with one product. Then your testimony, tell your story. Don't talk about the benefits of Tea for Life. Don't talk about what transfer factor can do and cannot do. Tell me what benefit you felt after using transfer factor. Tell me what you felt after using your Vida juice, the energy level. I like the passion that comes with the testimony, because the product works. And that is what has really also helped my business move to the next level at a very fast rate. So for beginners, I'll tell you, use the products, change. Everything in my house that is within For Life, I have changed. Everything from the toothpaste to the soap to the shampoo, I must be the product of the product. So that's the first thing I tell people when I'm visiting, because now even we have begun home visits. So like my friend Jennifer here, after working at the end of the day, we go and take Tea for Life. So when we have a guest who is joining us, we give the Tea for Life. The following time they will ask, so can I have another packet of Tea for Life? That alone is business. So you don't need the skills. We teach you the skills by sharing your story. So we say stories sell, facts will tell. So basically that's how I'm teaching new people. Don't worry about the facts about For Life, where it is, where the company is. Use the products, love the products, share your testimony, and people will start using and buying the products. Yeah.
I love your comment that the stories will tell and will sell and the facts will tell. That is wonderful. That's so true. Because we have wonderful products, they sell themselves. Once people get on them and start to, start to feel the benefits of them, it's amazing.
Yes. And they're also unmatched to none. My background is I'm a medical researcher by profession, though right now I'm doing network marketing full-time, and all the knowledge I've garnered during my studies and all that, I'm using it now here. So anytime I'm teaching people, I don't even use those terms, those medical terms for them to understand. Already I understand the power of this. So I need to simplify it for them in a very simple way, for them to understand, for them to relate to that common person who has not even gone to school. You see, because even here in Africa, actually I'm building a business where people not gone to school so highly. But I need them to understand this product, what it will do. So I have to make it very simple because I only need their testimony. And so when they buy, they use, they get me more people and the business will grow. So in this business, we don't really need your expertise, that I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm that. No, we only need people who are passionate and using the products. Full stop, your business will grow.
Right. Right. Samantha, I like you I had never sold anything in my life. I was an RN for 40 years, and this was a whole new concept for me. But what I would like to impart is that we have such close and wonderful teams that work with us that teach us skills. And they will help us to do, privately to help us get used to speaking in public. They don't just throw you out there to the wolves. They really do their part in helping you to help to create a successful business. You have to do your part, but they will do theirs in assisting. So I want you to feel comfortable with that.
Yeah. I am. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you.
If we have room for one more question, and after that she needs to drive, and it's 12:54. So I know all of you have been assigning a time for this. Thank you for being here. If anybody else has a question, I want to congratulate Yolanda as well for having her little boy. This is the business of women doing business with their kids by their side. We don't have to go somewhere and take orders from a boss, or stay 10 hours out of our house and drive 2 hours in the traffic or long rides. Because we can do this business like now, like Yolanda. She's doing something in the kitchen, cooking for her husband, and her little boy's by her side, and she is in her meeting, and she's in her meeting mode, and we can do this. So we can keep our jobs for a while. I'm not saying quit your job, but start building your fortune. And if you can, like
me and Samantha, we are here in the McDonald's with our kids, my niece and my daughter. We are on a March break. We are outside from the house, but we are still joined to ladies all around the globe.
Yeah.
I love what you said, Claudia. Start building your fortune instead of building fortunes for somebody else, so that later you can stop building fortunes for somebody else and keep building your own.
So I guess we don't have any more questions. I saw Norma kind of preparing herself for a question, but it didn't count. So it's 12:56. Anna has one more. Anna, go.
I just want to congratulate everybody who's here, especially our guests. We learn a lot, and I have a group of African friends here in South Carolina that I'm going to share this video with them. So thank you very much for everything that you share with us. I appreciate it, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Norma wants a question. I thought I saw her. Norma, go.
No, I'm not have a question. I'm really, really, really proud, and thank you so much. And say thank you also to Gabi to be part of this. I'm part of her business too, and it's great. I'm learning. My daughter Yolanda is learning too. She said, "Mom, it's great now. I feel different. Now it's the time." And let me tell you this: I wish each woman from our country, from our place, and they can have time, separate the time to listen each of us, and that way that we can make a difference. And thank you so much. I'm really, really, really good today.
Great.
I was preparing it because I have to go outside. I went outside and doing a lot of different things, and I think we can do it. We really can do it.
We can do it.
Exactly.
Flor, do you have any questions? Flor?
Well, actually, I don't have a question. I just want to say that this is amazing. It's wonderful to know how we can go around the world and we all can be together. Not only we can see each other face to face, but also that we have the same idea, we have the same beliefs, and we are going around the world sharing this great opportunity to everyone. And to have this kind of support and knowing that we are here for each other is amazing. I really like it, and I hope that for the next one, I will be more prepared, and it's my first time on this kind of social media, so I do apologize for the disruption that I caused earlier.
No, don't worry.
I do want to congratulate the ladies that came and gave their testimonies. It's amazing to see that they have done it. And if they have done it in other countries where perhaps they don't have all the resources that we have here in the United States, why not here in the US? What is 100 LP when we're talking about our health? We are not talking about 100 LP. We are talking about longevity. We are talking about health. We are talking about what we can do for our families. What happens when one person is not there to support, when that person is sick? And it's not only taken away from the health, it's taken away from the financial means in the family, because not only that person has to stay home sick, but also the other family member, if they have a partner, they have to go and work and come back home to a sick person. So we are talking about health. We are talking about changing lives. We are talking about so many things in here, and having having all of you together from different parts of the world in one social media, and seeing that we are all trying to help each other out is amazing. And I just hope that we can do a meeting like this for men as well. And thank you so much for putting this together for us.
Yeah, men should have their own meeting. We got to talk to Mike about that. Okay, everybody. So thank you so much, Jacinta, for Jacinta, for the ones that did not catch that earlier. She actually accommodated her schedule to be here because daylight saving time is not in Africa. So she thought it was 1 hour later, and she was preparing for a 3-hour drive. And I said, no, it's on now. And she's like, okay, I'll stop and I'll connect. So we thank you for accommodating the schedule for us. I have you on video because I know we're all going to want to share this with many, many people. And it was a wonderful hour. We do this every Monday at this same time. Invite more people. And again, this is a woman empowering woman where we all are creating the movement. It doesn't really matter who started it, because somebody has to start it, but it's not about who starts the light. It's that the lights, when they come together, they become stronger. So as we all put our candle and we put our candles together, then we create magic, because we create light. So it's not just about the beginning, because we are the beginning, but in a few months or in a few years, having hundreds if not thousands of women being inspired and supported by the many successes that we will have here. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here, and until next time.
The time is gone.
I'm going to close the meeting. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
From Toronto and from Africa and from USA.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for the experience.